This video is brought to you by bobkeys.com. You guys know the drill. You build your new PC, you think you're ready to rock and roll, and then you remember, oh no, Windows isn't activated, I need an activation key. Unless of course you can deal with this hideous watermark being burned into your retinas until the end of time. Now you could spend a ridiculous amount on one from Microsoft, or you could head over to bobkeys.com and pick one up for like, I don't know, a tenth of the price. Do you want to know the best part? You can use my code TT25 for, you guessed it, 25% off. Which means that this Windows 10 Pro key goes from $18 to $13. If you're in the UK like me, that's £11. You place your order, your activation code gets added to your orders page, you whack the code into the Windows activation screen, and boom, you're ready to rock and roll. Thank me later, TT25 for 25% off, link in description. So for a while now, I have used the blisslights skylite after seeing it on Brittany's setup in Setup Wars. It's basically an LED laser combo projector that turns your gaming room into a galaxy. However, it only comes in two variants, both of which have a blue LED. The only difference is the color of the laser, and they don't have any app or voice control. So I hopped on Amazon, and what do you know, RGB star projector compatible with Alexa and Google Home Assistant. I thought I've got to order this and try it out. Now there does appear to be quite a few brands that make this thing, but to be honest, they're probably all made in the same factory, so what I'd advise you do is just look for the cheapest one that has reasonable reviews. I saw one for around the $40 range, I'll link that one in the description. Anyway, in the box you will find the star projector unit. You can see we've got the LED right here, and then the laser module right above it. And on the bottom are some feet to enable you to position the projector at up to 3 different angles. A slight improvement already on the blisslights projector. The only other things in the box are the instruction manual to help you set it up, and finally the power cable, which is actually USB. In my opinion, that is a huge advantage over the blisslights projector because that one comes with a mains adapter. And if you're anything like me, power sockets are a rare commodity, so yeah, it's good to see USB power here. Now to set this thing up, you download the Smart Life app, hold the power button on the projector for 5 seconds until the LEDs start blinking. Next, you want to click the plus button in the top right of the app to add device. Click auto scan. At this point, it will probably ask you to sign into your Wi-Fi network. After a few seconds, it will discover the projector. You can name it here if you want. And just like that, you've got app control. Now to hook it up to Alexa, just search for and enable the Smart Life skill within the Alexa app. Once you've done that and linked your account, Alexa will discover the star projector as a new device, and then you've got voice control. I can ask Alexa to turn the projector on or off like this. Computer, turn on star projector 2. And I can also ask it to set the color for me. Set star projector 2 to green. Yeah, very useful indeed. I can also sync it up with the rest of the RGB lighting in my office and control everything in one group. I can schedule routines, you get the idea. Now if we head back into the Smart Life app, we can start to customize the star projector. So under the laser tab, we can change the intensity of the lasers. If you want a slightly less dense star field, you can bring down the slider to make the lasers a bit dimmer and more spread out. And we can also change the universal rotation speed. You probably noticed there's a bit of rotation movement going on with the LEDs and lasers, so you can speed it up and slow it down to your liking. Now you can't change the color of the laser, but you can change the colors of the LED nebula cloud. So let's head over to the color tab. So I'll show you the 3 main colors. We've got blue, we've got green, and we've got red. Now if you move the color slider between any of these 3 colors, it'll basically blend them together. So if I select pink, it's going to give me half red, half blue. If I move the slider to purple, it's going to give me less red and more blue. Now the result is perhaps not quite as you'd expect. It doesn't blend colors together in the same way that an LED strip would, because I guess the 3 LEDs in this thing are kind of spaced apart. But either way, it does give you a ton of control compared to the blisslight. Again, you've got brightness control here, and if you want red, green, and blue displaying all at the same time for a multicolor effect, just put the saturation slider down to 0, and you've got yourself a nice RGB nebula cloud. Finally, over on the Scenes tab, we have some presets we can try. So these will basically just add some transition effects to the nebula cloud, so you can see it will fade or flash between different colors. You can edit these as well and customize them to your preference. And yeah, there's timers and schedules you can set up too. Pretty standard smart home stuff. I must say as well, connection is absolutely solid. I actually own a couple of products that use the Smart Life platform, and they never drop off the network, they just work. By the way, while we're on the subject of smart home stuff, if you're into that kind of thing, you should 100% check out my mate Paul's channel, Hibbert Home Tech. I guarantee you will learn something and probably laugh too, because he's pretty funny. I've actually got a motion sensor coming for the gaming setup that will allow me to turn on everything when I walk up to it, thanks to watching one of Paul's videos. So yeah, go check him out, he's a legend. I'll drop his link in the description. But anyway, I think that's everything. 10 out of 10 would start Projector again. I mean, this thing is cheap, it's USB powered, you've got Alexa and Google Home compatibility, and it's RGB as well. What more could you want? One thing to bear in mind, it isn't quite as bright as the blisslights projector, but I kind of expected that, to be honest, with it having more of a 3-in-1 LED. That doesn't bother me too much. The other features far outweigh that in my opinion. I'm very happy with it. Link in description if you want to pick one up. Any questions, let me know down below in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, a like rating would be much appreciated, and subscribe if you're new. Let's smash 100,000 subscribers. You can follow me on social media at Tesseract for cool photos and behind the scenes stuff. But yeah, with that being said, hope you guys have an awesome week. I'll catch you all in the next one.